Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Joe's already playing. We're looking at Risk, the Lord of the Rings. We have two of these. We have the Trilogy edition on our left and the Middle-earth Conquest game edition on our right. We're taking a look at both, so let's look
at both
closer. Yeah.
Nostalgia Street.
All right, so these belong to Joe. Joe, where did you get these?
Actually, a kind-hearted soul on one cold Christmas day came in and lightened my load with a beautiful gift of Middle-earth.
Joe talked about these games for a very long time, and as a toy hunter, I hunted these down for Joe. And they're pretty cool, and I also like them too because I used to play the Trilogy edition all the time, but Risk was really fun. These came out so Middle-earth came out in 2002, and the Trilogy edition came out in 2003, and they were a little bit different. You could tell by the sizes of the map, but realistically, they're pretty much the same, the same concept.
The difference that I can really see is this. Oh no, there's notes on here. Okay.
There's differences.
Oh, the Mordor, instead of Mordor, you have goblins.
Right, because the Trilogy edition has Mordor. We'll take a closer look at the maps. Mm-hmm. But these are really cool. If you play Risk, in my opinion, this is my favorite version of Risk.
And there's a lot.
There are a lot of Risk games, but the Lord of the Rings, I mean, I love the Lord of the Rings movies, as does Joe. I used to play this all the time. I'll never forget in college, but I mean, this was the last time I played either of these was college, and I would come home with friends from high school and we would just randomly get together and play. I'll never forget Charlie, Adam, Wes, Joe, John, and if you guys are out there, you're not gonna watch these, but we used to play these all the time. And we would literally play for hours. Like I would come home when the sun came up.
Yeah.
Because we would start at night and it took a long time. Well, but we're like, dude, we're finishing these games. And we always played the Trilogy edition because I know Mordor was there.
But these are like, like our last one, like Access and Allies. This ain't something that you can just be like, oh yeah, I want to play.
Let's get Timmy and Tommy and play for 20 minutes.
Let's play Risk
play Risk for 12 hours.
Yeah.
But they're really fun. And man, if you like the Lord of the Rings, again, these are the ones you want. And the one you want depends on if you want the smaller map or the bigger map. Again, that really is the only difference. To my knowledge, there's probably maybe some different cards or stuff like that.
But
playable
factions, I think.
Yeah.
Like I said, so this is goblins instead.
Right, goblins and ghouls.
Instead of orcs.
A lot of the Trilogy edition,
ghouls.
A lot of this is sealed. Why don't we, let's take a closer look at the Trilogy edition. You wanna know what? Forget it. I'm gonna come back here and I'm just gonna take the camera right off. So, the Trilogy edition, again, this is the 2003 version, but you can see a little bit more of the map.
Ooh.
Wow. Frodo, and they're going on an adventure.
Fangor.
And there we go, and there is the one, the only Mount Doom in Mordor. These are all sealed, so I found the box was open, but the cards are still sealed. Play after the Fellowship rolls to die. So again, you would take turns, so basically you would pick your colors, right? And you would put them in their respected territories. And so black would be in Mordor. So, and you would set up all your characters accordingly. You would, put your cards down, you would roll your dice, take your turn, draw a card, and basically just follow the cards and your dice rolls and moves until you take over territories. And that's basically the concept of Risk. I mean, you're just taking over other people's territories.
And I think what was an added thing to this, if I'm not mistaken, which is why we have this guy.
The ring.
It was trying to make its way to Mordor. Right. So like with that card, how you said you play after the Fellowship rolled. Yep. So like, I think as a bad person, you want to make sure that does not happen.
That doesn't happen.
Because
and
it equals a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time, and you have your instructions, of course. So you have an example. The territory of is adjacent to the South Downs because there we go. They share a border, as well as Endawaith and Dunland, because bridges allow passage across the separating river. Middle-earth is also adjacent to Mithlon, Balfast and Umbar, because sea lines connect them across the ocean. Battalions in Middle-earth can attack any of these adjacent territories, but beware. The battalions of Middle-earth can also be attacked from any of these territories. Middle-earth is not adjacent to Huddle-earth. or the Shire, because the river separates them, and there are no bridges to pass over. So, like, there are certain territories you can cross. Yeah, don't mind me. But you can see.
Sorry, I'm dying.
Yeah, Joe's fucking passing away. Smoker's lungs, people. The forces of good. Even Archer, Alvin Archer, the 1 battalion. Rider of Rohan, 3 battalion. So you have, it tells you all of your pieces. It is a battalion of battalion. Evil, good. The dice. You use the dice when attacking and defending territories. The cards are 2 types of cards: territory cards and adventure cards. So basically, cards to protect territories and take over, and adventure cards that travel along the board. It tells you how to get started, how to claim territories. I mean, Risk, we're not going to play a game of Risk here for you, but we just wanted to show you, dude, Lord of the Rings.
But what I found interesting, I think both maps have these. Let me see if I can find it.
No, Joe's got to find it. We'll just keep...
Oh, so we got I think these are storehouses, so these are points of...
strongholds.
Strongholds. Oh, see, dyslexia.
Storehouses.
So these are got Helm's Deep, you got Isengard, and they're on the map here.
So
Sheila's
they're safe houses. You can't get attacked or whatever.
City
of Corsairs.
Corsairs, and then you got here the seats of power. So
the sites of power.
Sites of power. Sites of power. So you got Mount Doom.
Of course.
You got where's Brie?
That's a good cheese.
Brie.
But you got Charbard.
Okay.
We like the Lord of the Rings. It doesn't mean we can pronounce everything.
If you're really into the Lord of the Rings books or movies, then you on both the maps I have these little
and that's the whole point, right? So this is the Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth Conquest game. So again, this is the first one in 2002 that came out before. Smaller map, but same concept, right? It's the same concept.
I think instead of Mordor, you have Isengard and goblins and elves and Rohirrim.
Yeah, so to give you an example of the difference, you have Rohan, and there's Rohan right there. Yeah, so basically, it cuts off.
You can't mispronounce one of the main factions.
Down here would be Mordor and Mount Doom, but that's where it cuts off right there. So you don't have this second half.
Like I would say from probably here on.
It cuts off right here. This section is not on the first version.
Not attached.
So it's basically just this section right here. Is the first version.
Pretty much the first and second movie take place.
Exactly.
So.
But these cards are out of the package.
Ooh, we got Hobbiton.
So if you draw that card, you receive extra battalions anywhere.
Ooh. Boromir tries to seize the Ring of Power.
Play as the Fellowship attempts to leave a territory. Force the Fellowship to remain in the same territory until the next turn, regardless of any dice that may have been rolled. And you have to talk like that as you play, or else it's not realistic. It's not efficient.
It's not efficient.
This is a well-oiled machine.
I'm not sure if by you claiming these territories you get certain things, or you.
Yeah, I haven't played
attack them
in over 10 years, but man, it does bring back some memories. So it's pretty cool.
Enemies is.
Joe's just drawing cards.
Action cards.
Just take over the territories, man. Claim them, take them over.
Shall not pass.
Defend them.
Ambush riders.
Pretty cool. So, Joe, any last words on Lord of the Rings Risk?
I'm very happy that a nice, kind-hearted soul went out of his way to look and find these for me, because these are a little masterpiece of not only my board game collection, but also my Lord of the Rings collection.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So pretty cool.
You kill multiple birds with multiple stones.
Yes, multiple birds with multiple stones. John, Charlie, Wes,
Plus,
Adam, if you want to play.
Got cars.
Oh yeah, that's what it came with.
Got Sally.
If you guys want to play again, hit me up, dude. We'll borrow Joe. Joe can play with us too. He wasn't one of the OG members, but that's okay. We can let him play with us.
Well, guess who's not using my wrist ports then? After I just sang your praise.
But that's what we have for Lord of the Rings Risk. We just wanted to take them out, show you the differences. Again, this bottom half of the map. In the Trilogy edition is not in the first Middle Earth edition.
I would imagine this is probably a quicker game to play.
Yes, because it's a smaller map.
But, so, nonetheless, more fun.
Yeah.
Nonetheless fun.
Exactly.
More fun have.
More fun have with Risk Lord of the Rings. So that's all we have for this video. We'll see you for the next one.
Have fun, bye.